Hello, gamer family. Yeah. So, this current music, the first 5 Final Fantasy games, the world map theme is the main, it's just called the main theme. This is the first game that doesn't do that. Also, 7 does do that, though. The world map theme in 7 is main theme. Here, it's Terra's theme. And it is one of my favorite pieces of music from any video game ever. I don't quite know what it is, but there's something about Terra's theme as a piece of music that's comforting, it's adventurous, maybe a little melancholic and sad, confused, just so full of emotions, but it's also an extremely simple piece of music. Like, extremely simple. But, by golly, I'd be lying if I... Is there anything up here? I'd be lying if I didn't say that Terra's theme alone is one of the things that really got me invested in this game. Because that was... Bing bong. It's like, I've talked about a little bit about my process of like, oh wow, I could tell that this game was going to be the best of the shooting games. By the time I got to Figaro Castle, the storytelling was already at another level. The world already was at another level. It sounded better. It looked better. Everything was better. But once I truly just like connected and just listened to this piece of music, I didn't know it was Terra's theme yet. I went to work and I just Googled world map music and then I just couldn't stop listening. Well, Seth, go to the bathroom. I'm going to get another combat really going so that he doesn't miss any story. This isn't like Fire Emblem Fates, where him missing story is a blessing to him. It's a curse to him. A bloody curse, I tell you. But Terra's theme is when I really got to process that piece of music. That's when it was really like, oh, this game is magical, isn't it? And even this early on, I was already having debates with myself of, is Final Fantasy VI actually better than Final Fantasy VII? And I'll talk more about that later in the Let's Play of like, this game versus Final Fantasy VII, and my kind of falling out of love of 7. I feel nostalgic with 7 still, even though it's only been 5 years or so since I first played it. I just still feel nostalgic for it. But just like with Fire Emblem Awakening, my first Fire Emblem game, not my favorite. Some people with some games have a bias towards the first game they played, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have learned that I do not have that issue. I do tend to have recency bias, but I don't have, oh, it was the first I did bias. My first Fire Emblem game is one of the lower ones in my ranking. 7's not one of the lower ones, but it's not my favorite. Final Fantasy. Movie franchises. The first one I saw, or the one I watched the most as a kid, with the exception of Pixar and Indiana Jones, actually, that's not true. Cars is not top 3 Pixar movie for me. The other 3 I watched the most as a kid are top tier, though, for me. Monsters, Inc., Toy Story 2, and WALL-E. I love Cars, though. It's just not top 3. I guess Raiders of the Lost Ark is still my favorite indie film. I don't know. Last Crusade's pretty good, though. It's hard to tell. You back, Seth?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll continue with the story. King Edgar, this way, please. So we essentially need to get everything here now because we'll never be back. Yeah. Never be back. And I was thinking, since I voiced the last couple of characters, you get to voice the next new character we get, Bannon. And probably the one after that, too. Although the one after that, maybe will be one of the ones we give to Diego when he's here. About which, Diego won't be here this recording session, unfortunately, but later. Let's get this chest. How many items are there? 3. And we need to get all of that stuff here now. I don't talk to old people. I think I have to. Bannon, we brought her with us.
Oh, this is the girl. The one whom the Esper responded. Esper?
It seems the Empire had complete control over her.
Carrier pigeons have kept me informed. I also heard that she wiped out 50 Imperial soldiers in mere minutes. No, that's not.
Terra! For heaven's sake, Bannon. The girl doesn't remember anything.
Hiding from the truth won't change it. Perhaps you've heard this story before. Once, when people were still pure and innocent, there was a box they were told never to open. But someone went and opened it anyway, and so unleashed all the evils we know today. Pride, envy, greed, wrath, gluttony. The only thing that remained in the box was a single ray of light. Hope. Your power is a gift, not a curse. No matter what happens, you must remember it. You are this world's last ray of light. Our final hope.
Bro, I think your audio is probably fine these past 3 videos. And I just had to get my OBS too loud. Because there are points in your speech where it gets a little quiet and harder to hear, but I'm still able to hear it with my OBS quieter. So I'm actually just a bunger. Bannon!
I've grown weary with the hour. Allow me to rest for a while.
The Empire took someone important from me. I've hated it ever since. If no one stands up to the Empire, more people will be left like me. That's why I joined the Returners.
There's no one important to know. I have no family, no friends.
That's not true.
Hell,
And even if it was, I'm sure there are people who feel you're important to them. Those people could be counting on you. So as you could tell, this right here is essentially kind of like the world map theme. This is a version of Terra's theme, and it's one of the many motifs that we'll hear in the game. You see, there were 3 tracks we heard in the opening. This was the 3rd of which. This is the one we heard in the snow crawl. All 3 of those tracks are going to be heard essentially at pivotal moments in this game. Please. What do you mean low battle? Oh my goodness. After courage to join us in battle. This is one of my original Switch Pro controllers I'm playing in. I'm not playing in my normal one that I use because I left it upstairs and I was too lazy to go get it. Genuinely. That's why I'm using this one. Oh yeah, there are some secret passages like this. I actually forgot that this was here. I got extremely lucky to just discover that one right there. This one actually, this Pro Controller is actually marked with a Sharpie down the middle. Seth may remember it from like New Super U actually, because this is one of the Pro Controllers we used. There was a period of time where its battery wouldn't charge, so we thought it was dead, that it was gone. It was a goner. And then all of a sudden, it started working again. So, me with Nintendo. I love Nintendo. The Empire is snuffing out returners wherever it finds them. We must find a way to strike back before it's just too late. I'll talk to you in a second. Oh my, I walked over here to avoid you, you fricker. There we go. And I think you can prank Bannon. Yeah! We get a little bit of extra dialogue if we do that. That wasn't the A or B option I gave Seth. Welcome. Oh, those are expensive. I wasn't looking at what I was buying. I was just buying because I wanted it. Wanted to. Sure. I don't want to actually wear those now, but I know I'll want to wear them later in the game. I don't know what to tell you, but I do know that I trust my brother completely. He's always thought of my needs before his own, ever since we were little. I think you should trust him too. But don't tell him I said that. He'll turn red as a tomato. Hey, I know it's pronounced tomato. I just thought saying tomato would add some character flair. I did it for the character choices. Not because I believe that tomato should be pronounced tomato. Anyone that pronounces tomato, tomato, anyone that pronounces tomato as tomato when they're not saying tomato, tomato, should be killed on sight. What do you think, Seth? Do you agree with me?
Well, I think the British pronunciation... Do they pronounce it as tomato?
And the British should be shot on sight. This is a joke. Don't take down this video for inciting violence. If someone can't tell that's a joke, they're stupid. All of my favorite things are British. I love the Brits. I'd have sex with a British person. I don't care if they're subhuman. Again, I'm joking. I'm not xenophobic or racist or whatever you want to call that. Unless it's the French. It's not easy asking so much of you.
I was going to say that's something that should go in the quotes channel.
That's up to you. If you want to quote it, quote it.
I can't... What was the exact quote?
Like from what?
Like, what was the exact quote? I don't
starting from what point?
Whatever you said about having sex with a British person, even if they're subhuman.
I'd have sex with a British person, even though they're subhuman. I don't care if that's racist or xenophobic, whatever that is. It's a joke. I'm not racist or xenophobic, except against the French or something like that. Hopefully that helped you, Seth, in your quest for the truest quote of them all. And if we force our ideas on you, we're no different from the Empire. So, we want you to decide for yourself. I literally just saved, so I don't need to use that. Oh, I can't go down there?
And yeah, those save points, they also look exactly like the Undertale and Deltarune save points.
I wonder...
Almost.
I wonder... It's almost as if, as I said, that this game is like a huge inspiration to the genre of RPGs. And is like a complete banger-langer. It's just... They're just bangers. Oh, is that not a path I could go? Well, time for your actions to have consequences. Bannon, he just went outside a moment ago. This is you.
Oh, yeah. Have you made your decision? Will you become our last ray of hope?
So, he asked you a couple of times. The thing is, you get different items depending on if you will say yes or no. If you say no enough times, you'll get the Genji gloves, which is a better item, but because Seth said A, we're gonna hit yes here.
Really? You will?
Also, I need to clarify to those of you who actually know this game, this may or may not actually be the A or B moment I gave Seth. I don't know. Is it? Is it? Suspense.
I'm scared. The uncertainty you're feeling is only natural. Tara, I want you to have this. What is it? A charm to help keep you safe. Take it. I have a plan. Would you please gather everyone together? Well then, we all know that the Gestalian Empire is using its magic power to wage war. Question is, where did they get that power?
I dig around for information. It seems the Empire has been gathering scholars from around the world to study espers. Narcissus Esper was the reason for the Imperial assault there.
He's saying that you between Esper and magic tech? Espers and Magitech. Only one possible link comes to mind. Link? Legend of Zelda?
I don't know who this Link is. I already know the hot elf guy Zelda. I unironically in elementary school thought Link was Zelda. I was put in my place at a very young age, though. You don't mean.
The War of the Magi.
No! That's impossible! My grandma used to tell me bedtime stories about magical machines. Hard to believe those stories were true. You're saying we're on the verge of a second War of the Magi.
It's only a guess. The war took place 1,000 years ago, and every historian has a different hypothesis. But one says that energy drained from espers was used to power machines. And that ordinary humans were also infused with that same energy. So that's what Magitech power is.
If we're going to fight Magitech enemies, we need Magitech weapons of our own.
No, that would bring about another War of the Magi.
Then what do you propose?
I was wondering if we might be able to have a chat with an Esper.
With an Esper?
Risky, but that Esper reacted to Terra before. If we could get it to react to her again, we just might be able to wake it up.
Do you really think that would work?
I can't say for sure, but I believe it's our best shot. Of course, we can't do anything without Terra's help.
Terra.
We'll do it.
I'm not entirely sure I understand the plan. Oh, what the hey? This sounds like it'll be fun.
What was that?
But, sir... Ugh.
did.
Sal Figaro!
What's wrong? Nothing.
The Empire's taken South Figaro. They're headed this way.
But they found us. Spent a moment.
Look, I know someone has to sneak into South Figaro to slow down the enemy, right? This is right up your alley. We're counting on you. Terra, wait for me. I won't be gone long. And watch out for a certain lecherous young king who shall remain nameless. The guy moves in like a hawk. And a lock! Edgar, old habits die hard, eh?
What about us?
We can escape down the Leth River and make our way to Narsh. I'm curious about that Esper they found in the mines.
Very well. I'll be ready. I'll ready the raft by the back entrance. It's risky, but we don't have much of a choice at this point.
It's not safe here. Come with us to Narsh. It could be a chance for you to gain a better understanding of your abilities.
We've no time to dilly-dally. Let's make for an arch.
Alrighty, now we get to go to the South Path. Gamer! Here we go. This raft will carry us to Narsh. Hop aboard the raft. I don't see any other option. Head towards Narsh while protecting Bandit at all costs. If Bandit falls in battle, the journey's over. That's a game over moment. He has an ability that heals everyone. He has the prayer skill ability. So,
Bragging.
yeah. So, it's pretty hard to lose. Just don't be stupid. This is where I hit the Y button on my Nintendo Switch Pro controller from 2017 and let the game go brrrr. We're going to get some pretty cool action first. Let's go straight. Because there's less battles on the left and we want the XP. We want the level up. We want to be strong, epic gamers. That's the title of the video. Strong, epic gamers. You know, I am something of an epic gamer myself. I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch recently because it's out. It's the one Xenoblade game I never played. I own a Wii U. It's just by the time I got into Xenoblade, it was like, there'll probably be a port in the next couple of years. I can wait. Because by the time I really was ready to get into X, the eShop was already down. And like, so, to my knowledge is it has like a patch that you really want to get on the eShop before playing the game. And it's like, it's a recent enough game that I didn't want to like, I wanted to legally own it and all that. But I have it on the Switch now, of course. And it's good. It's good. I love Xenoblade.
So you didn't want to pirate it?
No, I didn't. I have ethics. My ethics codes is, if it's available in any reasonable price fashion, I will legit buy it. If it was released in US. If the game was not released in North America, there is no legal way to play it in English. You can buy the cartridge, and then you can dump it, then translate it. But most people don't do that. I own every Fire Emblem game. Fire Emblem Fates I used an emulator for, with my own ROM. So, you know, I'm ethical. I avoid pirating at all costs. Especially it just feels better to own things. And Nintendo does a decent enough job of making games available. Now, that's not to say everything's available. Like, GameCube games are they're so hard to get. But like Wii U games, like let me go to eBay, see how much Xenoblade Chronicles X costs for the Wii U. It's probably there for $70. How about $17? Most Wii U games are pretty cheap still. The problem isn't
That's good.
The problem isn't the price of the games. The problem is actually getting the Wii U. It's also the Wii U. There's no point in getting a Wii U. Genuinely. I don't think there is these days. Because every game worth playing in the Wii U is as of the recording of this, March 28th, every Wii U game worth playing is available on another console in some form. Yeah, you can't play Xenoblade. I mean, you can't play Splatoon 1 or Mario Maker 1, but you have sequels that are better in every way on the Switch. Although I will admit there's less magic in Mario Maker on the Switch, but that's just because the touchscreen stuff just isn't the same. But the game itself has so much more content. It is a better game. Not a doubt in my little mind as I say that. Splatoon 2, I mean, the map on the gamepad was probably nice, but Splatoon plays perfectly fine on the Switch. You get the Zelda HDs, but they're also HDs. You can just play original Wind Waker. The best way to play Wind Waker is to buy it, dump the ROM, and then, in like an emulator, once you actually have the ROM, apply HD patches that make the game look even better than Wii U. My knowledge, there's nothing illegal about that, as long as you're not giving that ROM that you got elsewhere and you legally bought the game. Same with Twilight Princess. You got that available on 2 previous consoles. Breath of the Wild was a day-and-date release Wii U and Switch, so, of course, don't want a Wii U for that. All you're missing out on is, like, DS Virtual Console. Hey, what do we got here? Ultros.
Rob.
You're up that creek without a paddle, and I'm not gonna let you through. Does that make me a bad octopus? Gotta put all the emphasis on the puss.
Why did you have to... Hold on. Why did you have to emphasize the last
not blah blah
syllable
blah.
of octopus?
Huh? Is there something wrong?
Why did you have to emphasize the last syllable of octopus?
Oh, I love getting my tentacles around her. I don't know what I did wrong, Seth.
What?
Yo!
What is this character?
Seafood superstar on the menu! I'm gonna ink you up, baby. That's what he said.
Why?
Muscleheads. Hate them! Bruh.
Is this character enjoying this fight?
Yes! Ouch! Seafood soup is not on the menu. Seafood soup is not on the menu.
Oh, it is now.
Actually, it still isn't.
Well, he doesn't make the menu. I do.
I can't remember. Is Meteor Strike the suplex? Is he about to suplex Ultros? That'd be pretty... Yep. Boom. Oh, it missed. Your ugly mug gives me the creeps. Bruh, if Bandon dies, it's game over. Don't you dare Ultros. I will actually... Okay. Sploosh! Glub glub. Fortnite jug all over you.
Battle Pass?
Think you got the point? I wouldn't bet on it. It's probably just hiding down there.
No! Something stuck to my leg.
Terror, get away from there!
We should be alright now.
Ain't I'm freak. I'm gonna smash it with a blitz. No, Sabin. Out of my way, Edgar. Well, he's always been a bit rash.
Even. Oh, he'll be fine.
Are you sure, Bannon?
Or his brother. You should know better than any of us. Any second now, he'll flop back up onto the raft, right as rain.
Ah! I think he missed the onto the raft part.
Sabin!
Sabin, you're on your own now. Oh, gee whiz, you've really done it.
Oh.
Sabin! Oh, there he goes. Yeah, this video's over. Seth's gonna have another choice to make. Edgar and Tara race toward Narsh while protecting Bannon. But what of Sabin, who was swept away by the raging waters? And how is Locke faring after having penetrated the Empire's defenses in South Figaro? Is all going according to plan? Well, I'm gonna save. And then this video go over. Baya baya.